Thanksgiving, just a day away, and if you haven't quite come up with the perfect pairing for your holiday meal just yet, we've got good news. Richard Harris from Wells Liquors here joining us now, helping us come up with the perfect beverages for our holiday feast. Richard, it's great to have you here, my friend.
Thanks for having me back.
A lot of people may not know this, but you're also a trained chef as well as advising different people with beverages there at Wells. So what goes into this? I mean, we're trying to pick the perfect drink for the big dinner.
I mean, the thing is, it's as a meal goes, it's probably one of the most daunting tasks out there. You've literally got every taste represented at the table: sweet, savory. You've got herbs, you've got fat. So it's really, it's not the easiest thing to set up for the amateur, the pro alike. There's many ways you can go with that.
There's a lot on the table to potentially pair up with, and look, one thing that comes to mind right away is a nice wine to go with our Thanksgiving meal and other holiday meals. So let's talk about some of those, maybe.
Absolutely. Probably the best way to go, because there's a lot of rich food, acidity isn't a bad thing. Yeah, something bright, some good grip to it, something you're going to be able to deal with a lot of the fat. Again, you're going to put stronger flavors, but you don't want to overwhelm the star of the table, the turkey. Nice Pinot Noir, Southern French reds are good. They're light, medium-bodied. They're going to work well with others. Kind of that nice, right down the middle of the fairway kind of shot.
Okay.
White-wise, if you're more like that, you want something aromatic, because again, you've got herbs, you've got other things, you've got vegetables on the table. These all work quite well. Domestic Rieslings can be on the drier side. This is one of those situations where even if sweet kind of may not be your thing, it's not a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah, sweet could play off all those salty things that you have going on the table.
And it's a contextual sweetness. You got to think of it in terms of like ripe fruit, not necessarily sugar. It's going to have a lot going on.
And then what are we looking at here? Is this more like a lighter?
Go into rosés. Rosés are still big, and people think, once the weather gets cool, you don't have to. Thanksgiving kind of represents the high watermark for that, because there's complexity there. They still work with lots on the table. Sparkling wines too. Those bubbles do a lot to cut through a lot of the stronger flavors, but there's still a delicacy about them. They work really, really well.
I like that, and the bright color there on the table looks nice with the turkey and everything else. I see you also brought just a couple of canned items here. What do we have?
Yeah, these are two great local breweries, Union and Monument. Both are really good. This is their autumn seasonal. It's a slightly maltier version of an IPA. Works really good, that richness, but you still got that bright, kind of nice hoppy flavor to cut through some of the fat. And of course, rye ales are always really big. You get that spiciness. Works with a lot of things.
Yeah, and I like that, not just for the big holiday meal, but we know there's a lot of games that will be on through the weekend.
Absolutely.
And maybe you enjoy one of these with your enjoyment of the game.
Works good.
So let's kind of move things forward a little bit. We've had that big dinner, and now the family, kids running around. Maybe we want a little after dinner drink.
Absolutely.
Could be helpful.
Or before.
Yeah, or before going into it. If you're cooking all day, you might need one. Talk a little bit about our spirits here that play well into Thanksgiving.
Again, it's still cooler weather, but it's not super cold yet. I think, rye, bourbons always work well. The rye sweetness is nice. It's rich, but it's not too heavy. The drink we're doing today is going to be kind of a riff on cranberry sauce with, of course, wild turkey. Why not?
You have to have some wild turkey in
Probably
there,
the best turkey you'll have that day, could be.
Okay, well, let's mix it up, Richard.
Absolutely.
What do we got here? What's going into this?
Real simple. You want to start with about 2 shots of your turkey.
All right.
It can be heavy pours.
Yes, I mean.
Or depending on how loud the kids are, you can always free pour it.
That's right. Depending on how your holiday weekend's going.
This is a great cranberry liqueur out of Colorado, Leopold Brothers.
Oh, I love that cranberry playing into the meal.
Yeah, this is nice too. About a heavy shot and a half of that.
Okay.
This is a nice French orange liqueur.
Okay.
Basically a triple sec.
There.
Half shot of that. A little bit of lime juice.
And as you put the final ingredients in, we want to mention too, you guys are open through the holiday. You're actually open Thanksgiving Day. So if you're watching this and you can't get to the liquor store tonight, you can head there on Thanksgiving Day for those last minute beverages or ingredients you may need. So we're shaking it up. We're going to do a little pour here and see the final result. Again, before your Thanksgiving meal, if it's that kind of a day, or maybe after. But this is a bright, can smell the cranberry. Looks like a great drink. Richard coming in from Wells Liquor with those Thanksgiving and holiday pairings. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll be back with more Midday Maryland right after this.